What's up, guys? Welcome back to Line Sports Central. This is part 2 of our March Madness series. This episode, we're going to be picking our upsets, and we're going to be showing off our full bracket. So, Selection Sunday just happened, which means there's only a couple days until it's tournament time, and by the time you're watching this, the first play-in games will have already happened. We're going to go through our bracket game by game and have each of our picks. So starting off with my bracket in the round of 64, Auburn, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Iowa State, all the lower seeded teams, obviously the better teams. But I do have one upset. I picked UC San Diego to beat number 5 seeded Michigan, and here's why. So UC San Diego leads the nation in forced turnovers, and Michigan turns the ball over the most out of any power conference team in college basketball. So this is a matchup that UC San Diego really wanted to get. In the West region, I saw some crazy picks like Oklahoma over UConn. Absolutely, Dan Hurley is not getting beat by an SEC team with the amount of experience he has in the tournament. However, I do have another upset. Number 4 seeded Maryland is going to get taken down by number 13 Grand Canyon University. Now, last year, Grand Canyon also upset somebody that was number 5 seeded St. Mary's. And since they did that last year, you might be asking, well, how can they do it again this year? Well, they returned 4 of their 5 starting lineup players, so they still have the capability and the talent to do that again, and I think they can. Another upset I have in that same region is Drake over Missouri. Now, Drake, they are extremely talented. They just won their conference. They're on a hot streak right now. I think they have the capacity to beat Missouri, and I think they have the capacity to also beat Texas Tech and make a little bit of a run. For the East region, I have 11-seeded VCU to beat number 6 BYU. So the way VCU plays is they like to control the pace of the game. They like to play slow defensive basketball, and they like to defend the interior really, really well and force teams to shoot threes. Now, the reason I'm picking VCU over BYU is because BYU does not shoot the three that well. So when they're forced in those situations, they're not going to come up clutch. That's about the only upset I have for the East region. But in the Midwest region, I have number 8 Gonzaga to beat Georgia, Houston, and Clemson and Tennessee to make it to the Final Four. I'm picking 8-seeded Gonzaga to go to the Final Four. And if this pays off, I'm going to look like the smartest man alive. And if it doesn't, I'm going to look like the dumbest man alive. The only reason I'm picking Gonzaga is because they just, as a program, have a lot of experience in the big dance. They just won the Western Conference Tournament. And I just really like the way their logo looks. So, the final big upset I have in the first round is number 14 Troy over number 3 Kentucky. The reason I have Troy picking them is because I just want Troy to win, and Kentucky always seems to choke to some 14 seed in March, and I think it's going to happen again this year. Oh, and by the way, I also picked St. Mary's to upset Alabama in the second round because I hate Alabama, and I think St. Mary's can do that.
I agree with you on that. Alabama got packed up by Florida.
My Elite 8, I'm picking Auburn, Michigan State, Florida, St. John's, Duke, Wisconsin, Gonzaga, and Tennessee. My final 4 picks are Auburn, St. John's, Duke, and Gonzaga. I think Auburn is going to beat St. John's and go to the championship, and I think Duke is going to beat Gonzaga. And my final championship pick is Auburn over Duke.
I feel like if Auburn doesn't have that slump in the playoffs, or it plays like how they were playing in the last few minutes but few games of the season, where they had a slump, I feel like they could beat Duke. But if they do have that slump, I feel like Cooper Flag will end up dominating if they don't play good defense at all.
Yeah, and just to say, some people were thinking he was going to be out for the tournament because of his ankle injury. He is not out. Mickey!
I am,
Mickey, tell me your bracket, man.
Mickey,
tell me your bracket. Mickey, what upsets have you picked, Mickey?
I'm trying to say it. For my upsets for my bracket, I got Clemson being Louisville, UC San Diego being Michigan, New Mexico being Marquette.
Marquette?
Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
Marquette?
Oklahoma being
Marquette?
UConn.
Nah, this guy just said Marquette, bro.
Be quiet, bro.
That's a good pick, though, New Mexico over Marquette, because New Mexico plays a really fast-paced ball game, kind of like how Alabama does. They play really fast. They have those full court offense.
I got Colorado State being Memphis.
Now, why'd you pick that?
I'm not too sure. It's just like a gut feeling, just telling me that Colorado State finna beat Memphis. I got Drake over Missouri. Baylor being Mississippi State.
So you picked some of the upsets I picked.
Yeah, basically. Gonzaga beating Georgia, mainly because, like he said, they're a good team, and I feel like they could easily beat Georgia and not go to the Final Four, but get close to it.
Guys, I'm gonna seem so dumb when that pick does not turn out.
I got Ole Miss being Iowa State, New Mexico being Michigan State.
Bro, there's no way you just picked that.
I got Drake over Tech.
Nah, go back. You can't just say Drake beating Texas Tech. I already said that. You said Michigan State was gonna lose to who? New Mexico?
Yeah,
Do you know how much experience Tom Izzo has in the big dance?
No.
Bro, when I tell you he was, maybe besides Rick Pitino, he's the most experienced head coach in March Madness.
Anything could happen.
Whatever,
be real.
whatever.
I can remember you saying back in January when NFL playoffs were starting, Eagles they make it to the Super Bowl, and then they
You
gonna
always
win.
find a way to talk about the NFL, bro. We are in full college basketball. This is a March Madness special. You want to be talking about the Eagles, bro.
All right. Clemson over Purdue, and UCLA over Tennessee.
UCLA over Tennessee. That's an interesting pick. I bet you guys no reason why he picked it either.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
My Elite Eight pick is Auburn, Ole Miss, Florida, Drake, Duke, Alabama, Houston, and Kentucky. For my Final Four, I got Auburn and Drake and Duke and Houston.
Okay, interesting.
And for my final is Duke and Auburn, Duke winning out. They're going to duke it out, man.
They're gonna duke it out. Hey, part 2. It's Duke, because Duke's gonna be. Last year, when I told you my picks were so bad, bro, I looked like an idiot, bro. This year, I'm going 68 for 68. I'm not getting a single game wrong. The 1 in 9.2 quadrillion chance I got a perfect bracket, it's gonna come to fruition.
I
Okay,
went
I'm telling you,
45
bro.
for 68,
You
bro.
went 45 for 6. That's better than I did, bro. I did so bad.
I
last
literally
year.
guessed,
I did
bro.
so
I
bad
guessed
last year.
straight up, bro. I literally
Bro.
guessed Alabama to make it to the Final Four. I'm like,
That's
this
okay.
is Line Sports Central for March Madness, and this is it.
Dope. You're
I
so
don't
bad at
fucking
outros.
know,
Thank
bro.
you for watching, bro. Thank you for watching.